In the quiet town of Varuna lived a boy named Kian. Bright, curious, and full of dreams, Kian wanted to do something meaningful. But like many children his age, he was easily discouraged. Among all his interests, one thing fascinated him most: pottery. Every evening he would sit outside Master Dev's workshop, watching the old potter's hands turn a lump of clay into something beautiful. It looked like magic. One day, with his heart pounding, Kian stepped into the workshop. "Master Dev," he said nervously, "I want to learn pottery. Will you teach me?" Dev studied the boy for a moment and smiled. "I will teach you," he said, "but pottery is not just about spinning clay. It is about patience. Can you promise to come every day, even when it feels boring, difficult, or hopeless?" Kian nodded eagerly, not knowing how difficult this promise would be to keep. At first, the workshop was a dream. Kian loved preparing the clay, learning to center it on the wheel, and getting his hands dirty. But within a week, frustration set in. His pots were crooked, lopsided, or collapsed completely. Some days, the clay even flew off the wheel and splattered all over him. "This is too hard," Kian cried one afternoon, tears stinging his eyes. "I'll never get it right." Master Dev chuckled softly. "Every great potter you admire once made crooked pots. The wheel listens only to those who return to it again and again. Tomorrow try again." Kian wanted to quit, but something in Dev's calm voice stayed with him. But life had more tests waiting for him. At home, his father worried he was wasting time and said, "You should study more. Pottery won't feed you." At school, his classmates teased him, calling him mud boy and laughing at his failed pots. At the workshop, Dev sometimes made him repeat the same step for days, just centering the clay until Kian's arms ached and his patience broke. Then came the rainy season. One afternoon, after hours of careful shaping, Kian finally made his best vase yet. Just as he was admiring it, water from a leaky roof dripped onto the wheel and ruined everything. Something inside Kian broke. He didn't go back to the workshop the next day, or the day after that. For 3 long days, the wheel spun silently without him. But avoiding the workshop didn't make him feel better. On the 4th day, Kian wandered by Master Dev's shop and saw the old man still working, rain dripping through the same leaky roof. Dev looked up and simply said, "The rain may break your pot, but only you can break your promise." Those words pierced through Kian's heart. That night, he couldn't sleep. He stared at his clay-stained hands and realized he missed the wheel. Missed trying, even if he failed. The next morning, with the storm still raging, Kian stepped back into the workshop. He shaped another vase, and though it wasn't perfect, it was stronger, steadier, and more beautiful than before. From that day, something changed inside him. The teasing no longer hurt as much. His father, seeing his persistence, began quietly leaving warm food for him on long practice nights. Kian stopped fearing failure. He embraced it. He learned that every lump of ruined clay was simply part of the process. Months turned into a year. At the town's annual fair, Kian's stall was lined with rows of flawless pots, vases, and bowls. People admired his work, bought his creations, and asked if he could teach them. Master Dev stood nearby, smiling proudly. "Do you see, Kian? It wasn't one perfect day that brought you here. It was all the imperfect days you refused to quit, even after you walked away." Kian nodded, tears in his eyes. He finally understood. Moral of the story: consistency is what transforms dreams into reality. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to keep showing up. Like the potter's wheel that slowly shapes clay, your daily actions, no matter how small, will one day shape your future. Success is not built in a single moment. It is built every single day. So my friends, take your first step today, no matter how small. Don't be afraid of the days when you stop or fail. What matters is whether you come back. Show up for your dream tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. One day, just like Kian, you'll look back and realize you've shaped something beautiful with your persistence.